All right, guys, so we're going to finish that timeline activity from Friday. I know we were not quite done at the end of class, okay? So when we look at what we have left, you should have those slips of paper out that you guys started to organize on Friday. So we're going to look at our directions here. So step 1, you need to take the main events from the prologue and put them in chronological order. So we talked about how, yes, there's a lot of things that happen, but it's not in the correct order in the prologue, right? We know that very first Paris has to be born, and Priam has to order to kill him. That has to be the first thing, right? The war doesn't happen without him. Okay, so then you're going to now go through and keep ordering those slips of paper. So that's step 1. My guess is you maybe need 3 or 4 more minutes with your partner to get those in order, okay? Step 2, once you have them in order, you're going to check your work on end grade, and I'm going to show you what that looks like next, okay? So only when you have everything checked off, you can go to end grade here, okay? So on end grade, if we look here, it's called the Iliad Prologue activity, okay? And with that, you're going to open this up, and it's going to give you kind of a drag and drop option to check your work. So go ahead and put the things that you think you might know in order, and then it will grade it for you, and it will check your work. Okay? When you are done, if you got something wrong, you're going to drag your mouse over the top of the answer, and it will show you the correct answer. Okay, so that's step 2. Again, we're on end grade, checking our work, and the answers will be told to us once we have submitted our work. All right, so let's go back here. And then, so that's going to be step 1 and 2. This will probably take about 10 minutes total, maybe a little bit less, okay? Step 3, you need to put the events on your timeline in order, okay? So there's going to be 20 total events. Now I'm going to give you a little sneak peek on what that looks like here, okay? So if we look at this picture here, this is what the timeline in my ISN looks like. So that's when we had that big strip of paper that we folded in half, okay? Here's what the beginning would look like. So here I have Priam orders Agilus to kill Paris, and then I have a symbol. Please write some sort, or draw, excuse me, some sort of symbol to help you kind of see what that looks like, okay? It doesn't have to be colored or anything, but it should say that. Below that, I know that next Agilus raises Paris in the mountains. So first we have him born, then he's raised in the mountains. If you're looking, you can see a little bit, this got cut off, right? But next would be Eris not inviting, or not being invited, excuse me, to the wedding, okay? So then you would go through and have all 20 things on that timeline. Okay, so let's go back and review our directions here. Number 1, get those strips of paper out. Once you've done that, you know you're ready, you can check your work on end grade, okay? And then finally, you're gonna put them in order. There are 20 total strips of paper, or excuse me, not strips of paper, 20 total events that will be on your timeline, okay? So just make sure that your timeline has everything that you need, okay? You're gonna have about 15 minutes to do this in class, maybe 20, depending on what the sub gives you. But please just make sure, guys, that you're using that time well and wisely and watching this video if you need help. Thanks.